Hello, Drift fans, and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway, playing host to the Advanced Auto Parts Showdown presented by Rain-X. This means this is round 7 of the Formula Drift Black Magic Pro Championship. This is also the final round of the Link Engine Management Pro 2 Championship, meaning we will have a 2019 Pro 2 champion. I'm Jared Deanna. Joining me once again is Ryan Sage. Ryan, the forecast coming in here, I was a little nervous. Sometimes we get cold weather. We got rain here before, but this weekend seems to be dry and hot. Not ideal when you're in the cockpit, but ideal for drifting.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely steamy out here. You can see we're kind of glistening, but the sun is in a perfect position right now to give us a good set of qualifying. And this will be the second to last qualifying of the year. Very important given the championship. We'll go through the standings a little bit later, but it's worth noting out of the gate here that this is the closest battle for the championship that we've ever seen historically. There are at least 6 drivers that are within 100 points that could potentially win the championship, and I think that's why this round is so important, because it tees up what's going to happen at Irwindale.
And again, we say it every year, it just can't get any closer, and it really does, and we'll get to the standings here in a minute, but I mean, some drivers are separated by 1 point, so very crucial here. This course, I'm really excited to see this course. You know, we made some modifications from St. Louis. Let's take a look back at St. Louis. You know, it was the fastest track, and then it got really technical, very deceiving. That final battle, Osbo, James Dean.
Well, this was a crazy event, was it not? We saw so many interesting things happen, not only in qualifying top 32, but all the way down to the finals. And the story right now, just in front of us, really is about James Dean, Frederick Osbo. Osbo is your current leader in the championship, but Dean has come on very strong in the second half of the season. He takes the win here against Osbo, closes the gap to 1 point. Are you kidding me? 1 point in the championship. And that means really the championship focus will be on them, but we have to remember that there are so many other drivers in the top 6 that have a mathematical chance. So we're going to be watching Osbo, Dean, Boxes, Ryan Turk, Chris Forsberg, those guys, to see where they finish up this round in Texas.
And again, the course has changed from last year to this year. It's a very fast course. It's just one big sweeping outside zone into another outside zone, then finally a front flip, and then another outer zone. So this is going to make for some really exciting driving here. Let's take a look at those stands. We talked about it, 1 point being separated between our leader, Frederick Osbo, and as you say, a surging James Dean. Didn't get the right start on the right foot in Long Beach, but now just coming on strong in the latter portion of the year. Right behind him, you got Piotr Vistik, his Workhouse Drift Team teammate, Odi Bakshis. He started off, looked like he was the guy to beat, had some problems here and there, but now is really picking up. Ryan Turk, who also started off the season probably the worst, totaling his car in Long Beach, and he's in contention for the championship. 71 points. He would need a lot of mistakes to happen and unfold in front of him. Well, Ryan, we're going to bring in another portion of our team, talking about one of our 3 judges, Ryan Lantain. But before we bring in Ryan Lantain, I throw it over to a JE Pistons Tech Talk with Robin Nishida.
Hey, it's Robin Nishida here with Federico Sherifos Ferrari and Etiquette. I know, you've been in the series for a little bit. It's a Ferrari. I know it's very different. I just want to get down to how different is it compared to other cars? Like, what's the biggest difference they have compared to all your other competitors?
Well, I do believe that she has a few characteristics that are very unique. Let's start from the chassis that doesn't have any subframes. So all the lower, upper arms are attached directly to the chassis, right? She's really thin as a structure of the car, right? The other main thing is that I feel double the angle of everybody. So sometimes I feel like, oh, you're going on a spin. No, it's not. That means it's fine. Let's go. I'm just getting used to her. Well, the engine from OEM starts just behind the wheels. That's a big difference. Also with the weight distribution and everything. Plus, she's Fiorella. She's different. She's special.
Well, you got it. Those are the things that are a little bit different, or very different from all these other competitors, but check them out. I know you're doing great. Car looks great. It's a Ferrari. Come on now, right?
It's a Ferrari, and I have to do the job. I have a lot of pressure, She doesn't go by herself. You have to drive her, even if it's a Ferrari. That's fine.
Good luck.
All right, and we're back here with Judge Ryan Lantain. Will be joining us in the booth from time to time. Now, Ryan, it's hot and steamy out here. It's going to be very challenging for the drivers. But what do we have on tap today for our event format?
Well, today's qualifying, Ryan, so each driver is going to get 2 non-consecutive scored runs, and after those 2 scored runs, they're going to keep the higher of the 2 scores. Any of the ties that we have are going to be broken according to the 4 qualifying scorecars.
Let's take a look at the track map and the points allocation for line and angle, and we'll talk a little bit about style. This is a new track layout, relatively speaking. We've gotten rid of the inside clip. I want you to break down some of the details of what the fans should really be looking for in this new layout.
The major changes are right at the beginning. The initiation area has been pushed back further, and we also have that new outside zone 1 that was not there in the past. So instead of going kind of wide initiation and into an inside clip and then that outside zone 2, we now have a big outside zone 1 for the drivers to fill, and that's making this track a lot faster. So the speeds that they're carrying through from outside zone 1 through to outside zone 2 and 3 are much higher, and it's allowing for them to actually fill the same outside zone 3 as last year, despite getting that outside zone 2 much earlier. So speeds are higher, commitment levels are way higher here as well, and the rest of the course is essentially the same. Inside clip 1's been moved maybe 5 feet earlier, nothing too major there, and the rest of the course, as you see, is broken up into 6 sectors, 5 points each for a total of 30 for line and angle, and then of course style will have 40 points there. Now this is the decel map. You can see that we only have 2 decel areas. Again, very similar to last year. The only difference is that that first decel area is pushed later because the whole initiation has been pushed later to account for that outside zone 1 area. So the major problem we're seeing with drivers right now is them slowing down an inside clip 1. It's very difficult to get the car set properly around outside zone 3 to get around inside clip 1 without grabbing a handbrake, maybe lifting off the throttle or left foot braking, and that's a big area for deductions, especially from